How you all doing? Are you okay? It's Elyse here from Maxx. We are just about to start live with Vikki from Cappella. Now let's see how I invite the beautiful Vikki. How do we invite everyone? So, invite. Okay. There you are. I've got you. Invite. Oh gosh. Right, remove. Right, let's try this. Yeah, she's ready. Get in, you lovely. So, where am I? Oh my gosh. Right, so I did this recently. So how am I inviting the beautiful Vikki? Oh, everyone's saying hi. Hi, everyone. Hi. Oh, you can tell I've not done many of these. Sorry, Vikki. Sorry to keep you waiting, lovely. Is that it? Oh, request to join. Vikki, it's saying you have to request to join. I don't know why it's doing that. Hold on. Let me try this then. So sorry. You should have got it your end. Hi, everyone. Yes.
Yay! I got a nice 10 minute. I'm as bad as you. Just a minute. Yay!
Hey. Oh, you look all sun-kissed and gorgeous. Oh,
How are you? Do we have
God.
a time delay?
What, darling? It's what?
Do we have a time delay? Oh, Danielle.
Yes. Oh,
Hi,
hi,
beautiful.
Danielle. Oh, was that be Lisanne's joined. Hi, Lisanne. I'll wave back to everyone this end, Vikki, so we can get started and stuff. And how you doing anyway? How's the holiday going?
Yeah, it's all right. Not too
You look
bad. I've still got laryngitis, so I'm still a little bit hoarse.
right.
So I'm sounding a bit like a man. Yeah, so it's just getting better. So I started with that like Monday.
Yeah.
And also my back went on Monday, and I've got a really bad back. So I think I think the discs have gone. So I'm just trying to like rest. So yeah, it's been really.
What
What
you
it's like.
what you taking for your throat?
To be honest, just painkillers and honey. There's not really much you can do for
Really?
laryngitis. It's just been dry. Yeah, I'm sure people will say shut up. That'll help.
Oh, don't do that. But yeah, you need to rest.
I
You
know,
do
yeah.
need to rest.
So it's been good actually being away because I'm not at home with the kids, so it means I'm not shouting at them. So I've been soaking up the sunshine.
Yeah, your daughters are beautiful, aren't they? They're
Yeah.
gorgeous. I've met the youngest one. There's Mick. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt your holiday. Hello. I did say to you though not to do it on holiday, but you're like, yeah, it's fine because you're always working, aren't you? So thanks very much for hopping on. It was just something that I started to do, and I thought like the fans are really enjoying it, and I
Yeah.
know you're going to do it mainly from your end as well, aren't you? You're going to start doing these maybe from TikTok, possibly.
Um, I, I do TikTok lives on my own account anyway. I've
Oh,
done
yeah.
them, especially through lockdown and things like that. So I'm quite comfortable doing lives via TikTok. I don't know why, but I've never done an Instagram live, and I'm not sure why. It just makes me a bit like I'm not really great with interviews and things like that. I'm not. I don't know. So it's just. I think it's like the questions. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
what do I say? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a bit the same, and this is why I've been putting myself out there to make it easier because as you've seen, I'm not that great on technology, so it's like what button do I press? You know, I mean, I didn't even know how to request. This is like the second or third one I've ever done. So thanks so
I'm the
much for
same.
thank you for being here and you're on holiday. So yeah, thanks to everyone. If you've got any questions for Vikki, just put them in the chat box. I've got my
Hi,
computer
Shan.
here. Have you got your computer up as well, Vic, so
Well, I've
you
got
can
the
see?
computer up, but there's a time delay on it, so I've turned it down. But I can actually
Right.
see the messages
Oh,
anyway through my phone.
oh, right. Yeah. Oh, good. Right. So the phone's the way in it. So yeah,
So,
I just wanted to. Question wise, I just wanted to chat about like how you got started with music. Um, how old was you, and can you just take us Hey,
You
oh, isn't
brought
that lovely?
me a cuppa, bless him,
Oh,
sorry.
he's so
um,
supportive. He's so lovely.
yeah, so I've been singing all my life. I started singing classical music when I was about 4.5,
Oh,
5. So my dad is a bass baritone. My auntie's a soprano. She's actually my singing teacher as well. And my granddad was quite he'd say famous in the operatic world. I mean, I'm not in the operatic world, so I don't really know that much. But he has a memorial trophy in his memory and things like that, so that's quite nice. So yeah, so I sort of started from there till I was about 15, and we were just doing all sorts of, it's like your mum and dad drag you around everywhere, and you're entering competitions all the time, and just doing all that. And then I went into musical theatre, so I did like a West End variety show, that kind of thing. And then I had my children, so I sort of gave up on the dream because you're constantly told at auditions, no, 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 you've got children, no, and it was always the fact that you've got children, and it was really difficult. So I sort of gave up on it, to be
yeah.
honest. Um, and then I met Marcus and Liz. Um, I was actually doing a female duo for about 8 years, on and off.
Okay.
And then we did with my sisters. It was kind of it was something on ITV. It was like a talent show looking for a group or some sort of singing family or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I met Marcus and Liz at that audition.
Wow.
Um,
Okay.
and the rest is history, sort of thing. I
Right.
suppose. So yeah, that's where I started out.
Right. So when you met Marcus and Liz, then was it just like you were going for this competition, and it was just like you guys hit it off kind of thing? You got on, and you
Yeah,
yeah.
do you know I mean, you've met, Marcus and Liz. Do you know there's just the magnetic vibe that you get from them both, and I guess I'm a little bit like that. We were sort of like drawn to each other,
Yeah.
and we're just like etching up and like, oh my God, you're so good, and they're going, oh, you're so good as well. Oh, you're so gonna win it, and you just get chatting, and then we just became friends. It was about, how long ago was that? About 12 years, 13 years.
Wow.
It's quite a long time ago.
Yeah.
And then we sort of kept in touch, and knew we'd done the Cappella thing, and then
Mm.
yeah, so it just went on from there and just became friends. So it's
And
kind of
you
been like a natural involvement, really.
yeah, wow. Isn't that lovely to look back and know the journey and how it kind of happened and manifested? So you've been part of Capella then for a while, really, haven't you? Because I know it's not just recently, but you going back, because am I right to say you would fill in the odd time for Liz when if she couldn't make it or whatever, and you worked with Marcus and
Yeah. So I just sort of sat in the background. Just there was a few shows that Liz couldn't do for
mm,
whatever reason, and then I sort of stepped in, and then I was due to step in to cover Liz's maternity, and then
okay,
yeah, and then obviously we just went from there. But
right,
so yeah, so I've kind of always been there in the background and just been friends really with them. And it's I did a little stint with Dario G for a few months as
did
well.
you? Right.
Uh,
How
so
was that?
that's where I met Danielle from Urban Cookie and
Oh no,
Sonique and a few others. So it was kind of nice for me because obviously I've been out with Marcus anyway. That I kind of knew a few of the '90s family because they are like a big family, aren't we? It's
yeah,
like everyone's so supportive and
yeah.
there's no egos and it's great. I really enjoy it. So it's kind of easier for me to fall into it naturally because I'd already met some of these people. So it was less nerve-wracking and we just sort of slotted in really nicely. It's been really good actually. It's been a real pleasure.
It's perfect. It's like you're perfect for the role, for the vocals and everything. You've nailed it, all the performance and the way that you hold yourself and interviews and just that your performance you make it look so easy. That's what I'm trying to say from my
Yeah.
point of view. And I'm sure some of the
Doesn't
fans
feel
will.
it
Yeah, you do.
sometimes.
You do.
Yeah,
You make
thank
it. It's
you.
so natural. Yeah, you're so natural and yeah, it's
Again, this comes from sort of from like that Marcus and Liz doing it because I did spend time with Marcus and I knew how he run things. I knew how hard they've worked on the brand, because it is a brand,
yeah,
and they've really worked hard to bring it back, and that's what they've done for the last about 10 years.
yeah.
And because I knew that, I want to continue
Use
doing
it.
that in that way.
Yeah.
For them as well. But it's the right way, I enjoyed the way that Marcus did things. We got on really well, and I just want to keep growing the brand like they did and continue from there
Yeah.
for Marcus and Liz to keep going with it as well. So yeah.
That's so lovely. It's really nice. And would you say that the Cappella fans have embraced you as the new vocalist of Cappella? You know, has it been a lot?
Part, yeah,
Yeah,
for the most part, I'd say so. Yeah, it's been really nice actually. Everyone's been really supportive. You're always going to get your die-hard Kelly fans, really, you know, which is absolutely fine.
yeah,
Kelly's a big part of Cappella.
yeah,
For me, she's always going to be part of the Cappella family, no matter what. It's
yeah,
part of history. It, along with all the other singers, not only the faces of Cappella, but the people that sung the songs as well.
yeah,
You know, going right back to 1987 when Cappella first started. You know,
yeah,
so yeah, I mean, other than that, everybody's been really friendly and yeah, they seem to be embracing it. And
yeah,
sometimes some people don't always like change. Change is difficult, but
yeah,
um, I've just got to keep being myself, and they either like it or they don't.
yeah.
There's not really much you can do
Yeah,
about it.
you're so right there because you know I have that experience with the Samira, the original
Mm.
voice of Getaway. So there's no getting away from that, and I never not mention it because why it's part of Maxx, you
Yeah.
know, and it's the way that is. I can't change it, and you know, and it would be a discredit to her really. So yeah, have we got any questions? Is anyone? Everyone's waving, aren't they? And love hearts, isn't that lovely? Oh, nice.
Hi, Jenny.
Oh,
The Manchester
oh,
term, 20th of May. Is that for you or is that for
don't
me?
know. Let's have a look. I'll wave back because you can't. Can you wave back? It's me who's got to wave back from
Oh,
here,
do you know
isn't
what? I'm not even going to touch it. I'll end up blowing it up.
it? That's what I just did before. Oh wow, we've got loads on here.
Hi,
Thank you,
little.
everyone.
Oh, the manager's in to behave now. The boss is in. Hi,
Oh,
Lizzie.
okay. Hiya, hiya. Yeah, loads
Hi,
here.
Eurodance boy. How are you?
Oh, bet you'll know a few of these names, will you?
Yeah, yeah. There's quite a few. Yeah, and I see. I do try and speak to everybody. I always interact on either Instagram or Facebook. If someone messages, I always message back. Um, where possible, I mean, there's so many messages, but I'm on it all the time. Drives my husband crazy, but
Yeah.
I feel like you've got to kind of put the work in. You know, you get out what you put in everything really. So
Yeah.
yeah, I do get back to people. I am quite I am a chat box anyway. I'm quite happy to chat to people. So yeah, it's quite nice. I do recognise quite a few people. It's nice.
Well, I know when I first met you, was it last year when we first met at Manchester Airport
Yeah,
and the flight got cancelled?
yeah.
And
And you come and you're like, oh, you're cute. You're like, hi.
I was like,
Yeah, no,
yeah, we can talk. Yeah, it's good
yeah, we
though.
can talk.
I think it might be a northern thing that, you know, we're very open, aren't we?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know.
kind of, yeah. I'm an open book. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I mean, sometimes I say a bit too much, I think sometimes.
Yeah, I'm a bit
But
the same.
yeah, yeah. But
No,
I'm
you wear
very
your you
trusting.
wear yeah, you wear your heart on your sleeve, don't you? So
Yeah,
that's all it is. But sometimes in the past, I think it's changed so much now, though. I think people are being more compassionate. That's my own experience, and more kind and loving. I don't know, but in the past, you know, I know for myself, we could have like done it to the wrong person. Do you know what I mean? And they've misread it, or they've like, oh God, she's crazy or whatever. So I mean that happened with me with an ex rapper. To be fair, I had a really tough time because he just said like I was just telling telling everything to everybody, and I was like, but that's who I am. Do you know what I
yeah.
mean? So
I'm the same.
yeah,
I mean, sometimes a little bit when you tell people everything, there's nothing to hide. I've nothing to hide.
yeah,
So when things do come out, you think, well, it's not news because I
yeah,
tell everybody anyway. I'm
yeah,
pretty honest, so
yeah. You
I
have
guess
it.
from that sort of point of view, I'm just going to go, hi, Scotty, Northern Crew. Yeah, my favourite song, Frederick, is to perform is Move On, Baby. I love Move
Nice.
On, Baby.
Why is that, Vicky? Why that particular one?
It just sits nice in my voice. I could
Yeah.
put a lot of power behind it, and I like the high bits at the end. I'm not even going to sing because I've had laryngitis. So it's
Yeah,
just my favourite song to sing lyrically as well. I just really enjoy the song, yeah.
yeah. Wow, that's so cool. Everyone, I'm just waving back to everyone. There's loads on here.
Oh,
Loads.
have you found your wave button?
Yeah. Can you see? I'm like bending in, going wave, wave, wave. I'm just trying to. God, there's loads. Everyone's just waving at you, Vicky. Everyone's waving, waving, waving. Yeah. Frederick said, fabulous
It
song,
is.
best track ever. Move On
There's
Baby.
so many. Cappella has so many songs that people not always know about, you know, but if you actually go and look into the history, there's so many. Um, but I quite like a lot of the later songs, so around the Alison Jordan type, Tell Me the Way, those kind of tunes. I mean, but even before that, Take Me Away, I was listening to that as a teenager, you know, as you do when you're racing around with the boyfriend in the car, you know, things like that. You know, there's so many songs that I enjoy. I mean, Capella's amazing.
Sorry, Vikki. Frederick keeps saying, Vikki, thank you for liking my photo with Corona. Ha ha ha. I don't know what he means.
Yes, Corona. Oh, bless her. Corona, so lovely. When I met Corona for the first time, she was like, "Oh, are you Vikki? You're the girl who's Vikki." She's like, "Welcome to the family." She had greetings. I was like, "Oh, bless her." She was so nice. Everyone is really, to be honest. But yes, some more than others, and it's like, yeah, she was really nice. Someone asked me if I've met Gianfranco Bortolotti. Is that what someone?
I've not seen that question. I'm not
seeing
that question.
Yeah, it's Gianfranco. I haven't met him actually. He's still very much involved in Cappella. Is Gianfranco very much involved? And Liz and Gianfranco, they speak all the time. Everything that we do goes through Gio. So yeah, but I haven't met him in person. I would like to. Actually, was in Ibiza last October, and when we got home, he inboxed me and said, I was in Ibiza at the same time as you. I'm like, oh, we could have met up. So that's a shame, really. But I'm sure one day, maybe.
Yeah. Isn't that great though, that, you know, there's involvement there with the original producer, and that, you know, that you guys can communicate. It's really good, isn't it, really, that because that's what makes it happen. You know, it's like a recipe, isn't it? They need an artist like yourself, and they need good communication from like Liz and the producer to make it happen. Otherwise it just wouldn't happen. That's why some groups are working and some aren't. It's all to do with communication, because that's, you know, what I do and stuff. But it takes some time. It's not easy, because, you know, there is a language barrier, and it has to be the right person. That's why I'm saying you're fitting the role perfectly. Morgan's asked, what's your favourite song of each other's?
Of each other's?
Oh. What's your favourite Maxx song?
That's a really good question. And the one that you've just said,
the Getaway one.
Getaway.
All right then.
Getaway.
Okay.
Getaway.
Well, it's
definitely my favourite one. It's got to be. Yeah. That's the one I remember the most. That from when I was a teenager. That's the one that I remember the most.
Yeah. Mine of Cappella is You've Got to Feel the Music. Move Your Feet.
Got to Let the Music.
Yeah.
That was the biggest hit for Cappella in the UK. Got to Let the Music.
Well, back in the 90s, Maxx used to be on the same stage as Cappella. We're just a kind of similar act-ish, I suppose. Well, we're original German act. Capella's Italian, but I think musically, I think Cappella might be a bit faster though in beats per minute than Maxx. What do you think? What beats per minute is it, Vic? Do you know?
Sorry, I was just reading then. Say again.
What beats per minute is Cappella? It's quite fast, isn't it?
Oh, I've no idea. That's a really good question. I don't know. I'm not sure, but it's I know it's fast. I'm trying to sing it and trying to dance, even just walking while I'm trying to sing. It's difficult. It's why I've got to stay in shape.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that actually. Oh,
Gail was a great track.
All right, someone said that.
No more, I can't stand it.
I'm gonna take you high. Oh, thank you. Gail's here. Hi, Gail. She said, "What's your dressing room rider?"
What's a dressing room? Do you know what? I'm such a simple girl. I'm a proper northerner. To be honest, it's like hot water, because I like to have a brew, and just like some fruit and snacks. I don't even care. But Jay likes to like a bottle of JD or something like that on there. Okay. Sometimes he drinks it, sometimes he doesn't. But yeah, very simple with the rider.
Right. Okay.
Unfortunately, no blue Skittles or anything silly.
So it's what, hot water? Do you take your own tea bags, or do they make tea and you get milk there?
I try and take my own tea bag. So sometimes it's like a fruit tea, and I try and take throat coat. throat coat.
Yes.
The northern accent's a bit difficult with the throat coat. Throat coat. But yeah, and I just drink that because it does help on stage, and I'm always packed with throat sweets and things like that. So I try and do a warm up before I go on, if I can.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, because I'm guessing with you saying that, and just to let the fans know, is that what happens normally sometimes is when we get flights, it could be a connecting flight as well. It's like not just one flight or two flights. When we get picked up from the airport, it's straight to the hotel or straight to the sound check. Everything's
yeah,
so fast, isn't it, in those
yeah,
24 hours?
you don't
So
get
it's
time.
like,
And you don't get time to eat a lot of the time. I mean, I
right.
know sometimes, obviously, you might have a tea, and you actually got to be at the show, haven't you, for like 7, and the restaurant doesn't open until 7 in the hotel. So you might have to eat out, or you just go eating on the go a lot. So yeah, some just snacks and just basic, just something, just to because a lot of the time when the adrenaline's going anyway, you don't get that hungry, do you? It's afterwards. I'm like, I'm
Yeah,
starving.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You have to save it for after, don't you? What I was going to ask you, how do you find it flying now? Flying everywhere. How's that going? You know, with everything opening up since 2020, have you found it really easy, and
Yeah.
are you enjoying it?
Yeah, we've not had any problems at all anywhere.
Yeah,
Anywhere. It's been touch wood, yeah.
yeah.
Touch wood.
We're so lucky, aren't we? Touch wood.
Yeah,
I know that I personally haven't had a lot of gigs like you've had. Maxx hasn't been out that much, but we're quite big in Scandinavia, similar to Cappella.
yeah,
But I think you've had some really amazing hits, haven't you? Really, you've had a lot of hits. Do you know what I mean? A lot more songs as well, and albums. How
yeah.
many albums has Cappella had?
Oh, I'm not sure. There's a lot. There's quite a lot. There's a lot of. I mean, there's so many singles, and there are a lot of them are on these
Yeah,
albums. You know that unless you've got the albums, you're not gonna know, I guess. But some of them aren't even on the albums. There's just so many. And I'm always I'm tagged all the time in in a lot of these tracks. Um, and some of them I haven't even heard myself, you know, and I'll go and have a listen. And I mean, they're really old school ravey, you know, like Rave Tube was saying then, like about when he was asking about the speed of the songs, um, they sped up even more. I mean, there's so many covers and things like that, you know, and they just it depends where you are, really. We did a show in Spain the other back end of last year, Halloween. And I've never heard anything like it. And they were playing on and it was a proper rave. And I'm like, well, and sometimes like we'll go on stage and perform, and then the DJs will play the Cappella tracks like after as well, like a remix. And it's like it's quite strange to like listen to it, but everyone seems to enjoy it again, and it's great. So we stand at the back like just enjoying it all. It's nice. We're just taking it all in.
yeah. It's great, isn't it, when you've been on stage because there's that adrenaline. You get on stage, you do your thing, you come off, and I don't know about you, it's quite high, isn't it? And it's nice to chat with the other artists as well behind the scenes, and even meet and greets as
Yeah,
well. Everyone out
yeah.
having loads of photos.
I love meeting. That's probably one of my favourite things to do. Not everyone likes it, but I love meeting people for the sake of my chat box. But you've got to be grateful to these people who keep you in a job. Or, you know, they want to hear you and they want to see you and they want to meet you. And like everyone's interested. There's someone just mentioned about the costumes before. So I mean, you know me, I like to, I love to dress up,
Yes,
but I don't get to do it unless I'm working because
yeah,
I don't go out that much anyway.
yeah.
Most of the time, I'm in my gi, which is a martial arts outfit for if you don't know, and or trackies or you know gym clothes and my hair in a top knot and no makeup on. That's normally how you find me. You know, I really don't care. But when I go out and I'm on stage, I like to look good and you're presenting yourself, you're
Sparkle.
representing the brand, and
Yeah, and
yeah.
you're doing a great job. You're doing a
Hi,
great
Mark.
job with that.
Thank you.
Um,
Hi, Shani.
Someone's saying, I think it's Chef Mason official saying, you guys, I'm assuming he means Capella, you guys need a fresh track. Stop with this modern day crap. Okay.
I mean,
Okay. I guess that's not up to you or I. That's up to the producers, isn't it, Vikki? That's a good
yeah,
you know.
everything that we do goes through GM Franco. Can neither confirm nor deny. People know we have been in the studio, we've been in the studio, we've been in before, things will get recorded and then they're sat on for a while. But there's lots of things that are coming up at the minute that are really exciting.
Mm-hmm.
They want to bring a new sound in for Cappella, which is what the new release was about.
Mm-hmm.
but my vocals hopefully are going to be on these tracks. So yeah, so there's things coming up, and I can't say too much, but obviously, but there's things coming up, and we're getting excited about it, and it's really good. I try not to get too like overexcited, because you just from being young, you've always had these opportunities, and then they just don't come off.
Yeah,
you know, and
I agree.
you sort of get set, you sort of get a little bit, I'll just hold back on it until it's actually there and it's done. You know, so but yeah, there's a lot of exciting things coming.
Yeah, until it's happened, because it's just a say, isn't it, until it's happened. The music business, I find, is very much like that, though. You get promised a lot of dreams, and I've done it myself, where I've waited and waited when I was younger. And nowadays, like yourself, I'm like, oh well, if it happens, it's a bonus, isn't it? So fingers crossed that it does, and that you know, if like reaching out to the fans now, it's clearly, you are clearly loved a lot. And admired, and obviously, you know, there's loads of people on here asking amazing questions, so the future's bright, isn't it, really, for you? So Frederick, yeah, it is, hopefully. Vikki, why Cappella always work with English vocalists? Kelly, Alison, Liz and you. I love you all. So you're saying I love you all, but why English? Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I really don't know. I have no idea. I mean, I know those English girls were very upfront and were very up for it. I don't know. I honestly can't answer that question. You'd have to. Elvis Snyder's in the building. Hi. Yeah, you'd have to ask Jill, I guess. I honestly don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's just luck, or I have no idea. But we're doing it for the English girls.
I was told in the 90s, and I don't know how true it is today, that it was our diction. I don't know how true it is, you know, because the accent's quite strong. But
if I sung like a talk, I mean,
I know. No, but in the singing voice, I don't know. I don't know how true that is. That's what I was told back then, but that can't be the case, especially now. There's many millions of singers, and so yeah, I don't know how true that is, but that was what I got told back in the day. So, Jenny Louise has said, "Oh, I remember Maxx now." Thanks, Jenny. Tuba Rave says, where are you up to? You might be further down than me reading the questions. I'm up to Tuba Rave. The BPM is always pitched up by DJs. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's Scotty. Yeah, that's what I was saying. He was saying they always rack it up. So I don't know what we perform at. Liz might know. She's still in the
Beats PM.
Lizzie.
Yeah, Liz put the Beats PM. I just thought it was interesting, because I know Max's our songs are like 134, 150, which is quite fast, you know.
Yeah.
To sing live to.
It's really fast. A lot of things are like 120, aren't they? But I think it's going to be around there. It has to be. It's fast. I honestly don't know exactly what it is.
Yeah,
but,
it might be about the same.
So what's your favourite? Just a second now.
Yeah. Jenny's saying, Jenny Louise, can remember getting all the singles from Woolworths.
Oh, Woolworths. We love a bit of Woolies.
Showing our age now.
I know we are showing our age. Woolies in Athlostons.
So Jenny's asking, have you got any gigs? But before, I've got some questions. So what artists did you follow when you were younger? Was there certain ones that you liked? I know you said you were trained as soprano. Did you train as a soprano, by the way?
Yeah.
Right, so you've had great training then, breathing techniques and diction.
Yeah, but it doesn't always cross over into like dance music and pop music, because sometimes you can the vibrato is different, because when you're in the studio you don't use any vibrato at all.
Yeah, you just
and it's that's for me is really difficult. It's like, so I'm used to singing that way. I do musical theatre, I'm used to singing that way. But yeah, artists that, it's a really difficult question as well, because I'm like this with everything. I don't ever settle on one thing. I like so many different genres, and I could never go, oh my god, they were my inspiration to want to sing. You know, I've always sung. So my dad, obviously my dad's the front man of the Trogs, is my dad. Okay. So he's always been, he was in Lieutenant Pigeon as well. So all you older people on here are going to be like, oh yeah, I remember them. But yeah, so I've always been around music, so I don't ever remember a time go, I want to be a singer because of this person. But like I always brought up on things like the Carpenters, the Dooleys. I mean, most people even remember the Dooleys. Kylie, the general things when you're a young child growing up in the 80s, I suppose, for me anyway.
Yeah.
But I really like R&B and I like hip hop, and there's all these different influences that I really enjoy. For like songs for the 90s, I really liked Technotronic, Pump Up the Jam.
Yeah.
One of my like all-time favorite was Ice MC, Think About the Way. So when we was in Peru and Ice MC was there and they performed, and I was like goosebumps. I was like, oh my god!
Did you get to meet Ian?
It was really fun.
Did you get to meet Ian?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, we bumped into in the lift. I'm like, yo, Ice, my man. He's like, who's this dude?
Yeah.
She was like, who's that? I'm like, it's Ice MC. He's like, all right. But yeah, it was like, honestly, when they performed it live, it was backstage. We always stay backstage and we would try and watch the whole show.
Yeah.
Always. It's very rare that we don't. Like, we didn't this last show because Jade was poorly with a really bad toothache.
Okay.
You know, he wanted to go back and he's normally like, where?
Yeah.
But we always try and like support everybody else, and for us it's still new and exciting. We want to stand and watch everybody else and enjoy it. But yeah, that was like to hear that song, that was one of my favourite. I love that song. I'm a big trance girl. When I was like going out in the clubbing in the mid to late 90s and then into the early 2000s, I was really into trance. I love trance music so much. That's probably my genre of dance music. Yeah.
Cool. Jenny Louise, have you got any gigs coming up? She says both Cappella and Maxx, but we'll just concentrate on Cappella. So what gigs have you got coming up, Vic? What's happening? Where are you next?
We're all over the place. We're in the Netherlands next on the 21st of May. I only remember because that's the next show, and obviously I'm on holiday at the minute. And I've got loads on, but yeah, that's 21st of May in the Netherlands, off the top of my head.
That's a Sunday, that 21st of May, isn't it?
I don't know.
That's unusual, that. No, because I know we've got one on the 20th, which is a Saturday in Prague. 21st of May, Sunday, I'm sure it is. But anyway, it's unusual.
Yeah, we do Sundays sometimes, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so, I mean, we do have the list if you go onto the Cappella official .com on Google. All the dates have been updated, all the tour dates are all up to date now on there, so you can find out if anyone wants to know where we are on there. It is tagged. I can't pin it to the top of the Cappella official on Facebook. I can't pin it to the top. It is on there, but and I do edit it, but it's pinned to my Vikki Waters Cappella vocalist page. It's pinned to the top of there. So, but the easiest place to find it is at the capellaofficial.com.
Yeah.
It's all up to date.
Cool. You're getting a virtual hug. Anderson. Mark Anderson.
Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, he's one of my TikTok friends.
Oh, that's nice. Eurodance Boys asking, Vicky, do you know history of Cappella name?
Oh, well, I know it means chapel. So
okay.
Cappella means chapel in Italian. If there's any more history than that, I honestly don't know, but I know that it means chapel.
Okay.
Why it's spelled with two P's and not one. Because sometimes people spell it with two P's and it's incorrect. So it's chapel with two P's. Cappella.
Interesting. It's a great name, isn't it? And Frederick, MC. Vicky, what's your favourite track of the second Cappella album?
Oh, the second Cappella album. Tell Me the Way. Is that on there? I don't know even know what's on there. Which album is it? There's so many. I don't know which one's which.
Really? Let me put.
We're googling now.
Yeah, googling. So, it's come up. You Got to Know. Is that the second? Let's have a look. I'm on Wikipedia.
War in Heaven.
Let's have a look. I'm going down to the albums. Wow, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 albums. So
that's what I'm saying. There's a lot. I think
Got to Know.
War in Heaven.
Oh, War in Heaven.
Is that the second one?
No, because 1994 So 1989 was Hel Yom Halib. Don't know
Oh
what
yeah,
that
yeah,
means.
yeah. That was Etor Foresti, who was the vocalist on that.
Okay, and then
I do know some of my facts.
and then the second album, it's Lucky, 1994, was two albums released. Is that right? Yeah. You Got to Know and Move On Baby.
Really?
That's what it's saying here on Wikipedia.
Right.
And then that's 1994, two albums. 96 was War in Heaven, and then
Okay.
98 was Cappella, and 2005 was Best of Cappella.
See, there's so many. War in Heaven is probably one of my favourite ones. I
I've
thought it
not
was
heard
just
that. Was the single called War in Heaven?
it's I don't think so. It's
Just the album was
the
called that.
album, but this was later. This was I think the War in Heaven one was with Alison Jordan.
Right, doesn't say here. Wow, it's one big Wikipedia. It's really lots of information though. It's really good, whoever's done it. It's amazing.
So much information.
Isn't there? Some massive hits, absolutely massive and really great songs, isn't they, Vic, really?
Yeah, there is some amazing songs.
Yeah.
See, I really my favourite ones. I mean, obviously the ones that perform are the best ones. You got to let the music. I enjoy doing. I enjoy. You Got to Know. I enjoy singing You Got to Know because it's up in the range where I enjoy being. So it's kind of nice to be up there. And then Move On Baby is definitely one of my favourite a cappella tracks of all time, really.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Well, I wanted to ask you, you were talking before about like being fit for the job. It's really important, isn't it? The health side,
Yeah.
eating well, drinking lots of water, fluids. And what I'm finding as I get older, and I wanted to ask you, like the breath, like especially when we move on stage, it's like really. So you were talking before, is it you and your husband, he's got a school, hasn't it? You do martial arts, don't you? Can you
Yeah.
tell people about that if they already know, or do people?
Yeah, they probably don't actually. Fun fact. So I'm a second dan black belt in mixed martial arts. Um, world bronze medalist, kickboxing.
Oh my God, amazing.
My husband and I, we both teach classes. Well, he does 3 days, I do 2. So yeah, so you got to keep fit, but it's got to be at the gym, singing on the treadmill. I mean, I get some funny looks, let me tell you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to sing really quietly under. I'm trying to run on the treadmill, but you've got to do it. It's like you've got to do it. Yeah, you've got to stay in shape. It's not even that like eating. You just got to keep fit. It's just it's the breath, and sometimes you're snatching little breaths that you just wouldn't normally take. And then you're like at the end, you got your voice, you're like nearly dying.
Because people think, you do, I guess you do a 30-minute set, right, when you go on with Cappella. So
Yeah, well, we do 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and we're more recently trying to doing up to an hour because we take the DJ sometimes.
Wow.
So we take the DJ out with us. So we do, so it's probably like 30 minutes of cappella stuff, and then the DJ plays things in between. So you just got like an overall show of,
yeah, that's so cool.
So with a few costume changes in there, hopefully as well. I'm going to try costume change, but it depends where we are because I need a privacy screen because sometimes it's just like. It's literally off and on, so like, it just depends. Yeah.
That is so good that you do, is it kickboxing or martial arts? Am I right to say martial arts? What did you call it before you gave it a name I've not heard of?
Yeah, MMA. It's MMA, but most people think MMA of like grappling and cage fighting, that sort of thing. So we don't do that. We do Aikido, Jiu-Jitsu, freestyle karate, and kickboxing. Yeah, so that's what we do. So I've done it for like 20 years now. I mean, I should probably be like 4th dan now, but I didn't do my 3rd black belt because I have a really bad back. Obviously, I said before, my back's gone to this week. It's not been as bad as this, but this is the worst it's been in years, to be honest. But yeah, so I just sort of laid off a little bit with the training, and I go to the gym and do other things because kicking people in the head is no good for my back. As I get a bit older, I'm finding.
Oh my God. I think I said to Twitch one time, I said, if you ever need any support anywhere, I'm on Vicki's team, me. I'm on your team. And
You know
making
what?
sure I'm on your team.
As well, because what's that? Jay does Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as well.
Wow, you two are amazing.
So yeah, no security needed.
No. I was on YouTube before and I saw Jay was in the crowd at a show you did a few months ago.
Oh,
And he
oh
was
yeah. I mean, to be honest, we both try and go. If I can get off the stage, so for me, I can't always get off the stage. Jay jumps down. I mean, he's like 6'4" or something. His legs like it's just like a little hop for him. But he's like, because I'm singing most of the time, so he'll jump down and he's in the crowd and he's running around. I can't always do that. It's not getting down isn't always a problem. It's getting back up again with a mic and I'm trying to sing. So if the opportunity is there for us to get off the stage easily and get into the crowd, at least along the front of the crowd, then we will take the opportunity to do that. But I mean, sometimes like after the show, he'll be up dancing and he's trying to get out. Sometimes security's like, no. But yeah, he likes a party, does RJ?
Yeah, it's great.
He does like a party.
You're a good team, aren't you? You work well together.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
We know the difference, don't we? Because you know what, it's important to have a good work colleague because we do spend a lot of time with them, don't we? So it's important that you get on.
Yeah.
You know, you're flying with them, you go to the airports, flying with them, staying over. You know, now you're on stage with them, and people can tell, can't they? I think if there's rapport there or not. Right.
Yeah, exactly. You do have to get on, and we do get on, and it's that's the difficult thing. Obviously, working with Marcus, we know everything's done, and we just click. You just click with some people, and you just don't with others.
Yeah.
And we just got off. One of my favourite shows actually was the show that I did, the first show ever with Jay. It was in the Czech Republic at the Oldies Fest. You remember it?
Yeah.
Because I came off stage and was like, woo! And that's how it should feel when you come off stage, and that's how it felt when we performed with Marcus.
Yeah.
And that's how it felt and I just knew instantly that it was right. And we do get on. I mean, we barely speak in the week. We don't speak at all unless there's something like we've got to be in the studio or there's something work related, because he has his family and I have my family. But then we just get on. We've got a job to do and we get on with it, and we have a laugh. I mean, sometimes it's like we've had a really hard week and just all I do is laugh at Jay because he's so funny. It's like being with a 7-year-old all the time. Sorry, Jay, you watch it.
Yeah, he's funny. No, he's a laugh, and he's funny, really funny, and he's kind as well. Because I remember when, you know, we were all in the I think we had like 3 or 4 hours both ways from Manchester Airport when we went over. Can't remember where we went. Did we go? We went over to the Netherlands, but we flew to Brussels. Remember, and the flight got changed.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
crazy. So yeah, we spent a good 4 hours, 3.5 hours in the VIP lounge, and it was Jade that allowed me in twitching really, because I hadn't got a card because I only had about 5 gigs that year, so I normally get the priority pass VIP lounge. So yeah, it was so kind. Another question for you. Has anyone got any more questions for Vikki? Girls, you have the best job in the world. It's so true. So
we do. We're so grateful, and it's an honour for me to be a part of Cappella. Like I say, it's been going on for so long, and to be able to carry on the legacy. It's a legacy, you know, and for me to be able to do that, and hopefully bring it into 2023, not just keeping the old. The more we can do, and we can hopefully get new fans in that then go back and look at the old Cappella songs and go, oh, I really like that. And to do that, you have new songs, so then you get new fans that are coming in and everything. And it is a real pleasure to be able to do that. Actually, that's a really nice part of the job for me.
Yeah. You're not forgotten. It's not forgotten, is it? It's fresh. What I wanted to ask you was, what advice would you give to like a young artist or a singer coming through? Would there be any advice that you would give to someone who was starting out in the music industry or the business?
I mean, don't give up. Never give up, because I mean, I'm 42, so it's like to be bringing all this now at 42 years old. It's very unusual. You know, normally you think, oh, well, you kind of washed up, but by the time that you're 25 in the music business, so you know. Yeah. So it's like, just don't give up, because it's always something out there for you. Just keep doing it, and just be yourself. You've got to be yourself. You've got to be true to yourself. And if you can keep the integrity of yourself, that's for me is the most important thing. Don't change for anybody.
Oh, it's so beautiful. So
And don't be a
beautiful.
diva.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't make demands on your rider in the dressing room.
Exactly.
I want this, I want
Yeah.
that. What's the time? Oh, right, 45 minutes. We're all right. Are you all right with this, Vic? Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
okay.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great, isn't it? It's just really great fun, and it's great to hang out with all the fans as well. It's just such a nice thing to do. I love it. I love
Nice to
it.
have a good chit chat.
Yay, yeah, because we do it normally by WhatsApp and stuff, so it's nice just to chill. So yeah, I think you've answered all the questions that I was thinking. Is there anything that you wanted to like just say or anything on what?
Hi, Whitfield. Hi, Sunny.
Oh, hi.
Hi, darling.
Hi. Hi. Oh, it's so good to have everyone on, isn't it? It's lovely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
thank you.
so supportive. Honestly, everybody just supports each other, and it's lovely. It really is.
Yeah. It
Yeah, I
is
mean,
one big family, like you said before, it's a family, isn't it? You know, when we all go, when we mention Greg's sausage rolls, and she will
oh,
know.
is that Phil? Phil probably. Or see, he's another TikTok friend. He came to my kid's doing line skating, and he lives kind of close to where I live, and he come over to watch the kids skating and
Oh,
stuff. But yeah, we sat there with Greg's sausage roll. Hi,
that's amazing, isn't it?
Ned.
Lovely. So nice. So nice. Yay. Hello. Everyone's saying hello to Wigfield now. That's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't that lovely? So
I've been and
good.
bought some more costumes the other day. I'm so naughty. I need to stop it. Stop.
No, don't. Your costumes are amazing.
I know.
You
I
carry them off
need to
so
stop
well.
buying them. But I enjoy. I mean, people want to see them, so it's like
Yeah.
everyone seems to be enjoying like what you're wearing this time, and there's
Yeah.
something new. And I do rotate them best as I can, and I try and do my little quick change videos. But getting time to do that, it's really difficult sometimes.
Yeah.
And I like to get. I know it says that I like to have 2 hours to get ready, and I literally at the last show, Danielle from Mermaid Cookie's like, I'm on stage at 5 o'clock. Are you going to come and watch it? And I'm like, it was 6 o'clock. She was on. I'm on stage. I'm going. I'm like, I looked and watched. I'm like, I'm not even ready. I just finished my soup.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I've got 30 minutes to get ready. And I did it. I got ready in 30 minutes, full hair, makeup, everything in 30 minutes. The only thing I didn't do was get changed because it was too early for me to get changed anyway.
Yeah.
And so I can get changed early, but people have their own little routines, don't they, when they're getting ready for a show?
Yeah.
And I like to take the time over my hair and makeup and just do my little TikTok-y video type thing. So the last one that I did, because of that, going watching Danielle, I did the first bit in the mirror before I left, and then did the second bit because it had to be in the same room. I did the second bit when I'd done my show, and then gone back to the room. I did the second bit then. So it looks like one video, but obviously it's not. But yeah, the things you do.
What are you prepped with? Do you have a certain luggage case and a rucksack or a bag that you use specifically for traveling, or you're not like that? Do you have like everything set up ready to go? Because you do gig quite a lot, so do you have
Yeah, I have a bag. I have a rucksack that have everything. Like I'll have a pen in there, a marker pen in there for signing things, if needed. Because we try and throw out t-shirts at every show. So I forgot actually because I was rushing for to get in to see Danielle. I forgot the t-shirts. I'm like, oh well, it'll be fine. I don't think no one's bothered. Just so these little things that we just like to do. But yeah, just like I'll have my throat sweets in there and paracetamol and ibuprofen I always carry with me, throat coats and just little things that I always need at the show, and they're staying there all the time.
Yeah.
And then I'll have my hand luggage that I'll keep things in. Again, that I always going to use that just come in handy. Sometimes a sewing kit, because I have an outfit. It's a bodysuit, and it's got you actually get in it, and there's poppers at the bottom, and I'm absolutely mortified if they popped on stage, because I know it's bad down now, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I've been mortified. So sometimes like a needle and then I just like stitch myself in just to be on the safe side.
Hilarious. That is so funny. And the t-shirts, you mentioned the t-shirts, you do throw a free Cappella t-shirt into the crowd, don't you?
Yeah, we do one each, so we'll sign it and we throw one each.
Nice. Do you do that every show or just certain shows?
Pretty much, yeah. More so on the when we're abroad, because obviously Cappella are more well known and it's more appreciated, I think, when you're like somewhere like Netherlands or Prague or Spain even, you know. So we should have done some at Belfast when we was at the arena last weekend. But I forgot. So I do try and take. Thank you. We're losing the sunset.
Oh,
So yeah, it's
cool.
like
Yeah, just to let people who are just joining now, that's Vicky's husband. They are on holiday in Cyprus. That's what's going on there. So
yeah, we've got this tiny little room. But yeah, and we're going to sit on the balcony, but there's a road outside and it's a bit noisy and it's windy and it's freezing because the sun's gone. It's too cold for me. I'm not very good with cold.
yeah, you need to wrap up and stuff. Yeah.
Hi, we love the 90s. How are you?
Yes, we love the 90s.
So cool.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's amazing, isn't it? There's so many 90s music festivals all around the world, you know. We're so lucky, aren't we, that
Yeah, really lucky. We are lucky. It's such a great job. I've got
yeah.
him trained well. I have got him trained well. I'm the boss.
Hey,
Just let
we love the 90s.
This is what just let men think they're the boss. Don't really let them think they're the boss, but they know really.
Who the boss is. It's very true, that, yeah. It's very true.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. So, what gigs have you got lined up this year? Oh, it's all on your website, isn't it? So,
Yeah, it's on the website.
Yeah.
We've got so many. I couldn't off the top of my head. We're in Spain quite a couple of times.
Yeah.
We're in the Netherlands a few times. We've actually got a lot in Romania this year. I think we've got 3 shows in Romania this year, which we did one. We've already done one in Romania for an awesome show, really good. It was actually so surreal because like when you got people waiting outside the hotel and at the airport, and Jay's like,
Yeah. Yeah. It's surreal,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's surreal. It's like, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's surreal. I don't really know how you get used to that. But yeah, it's nice. That is my favourite part. I love meeting people. I'm more than happy for someone to come over and can I take a photo? I'm like, yeah, I love it. Give me a camera any day. I'm like, yeah, I'm a
Let's do
pro.
that. I don't think we're on a show together this year so far. I don't think there's anything in the diary where
No, not for this year. Not at the minute. I mean, there's still shows coming in all the time anyway. So most of them are booked, but there's always shows coming in all the time.
Yeah. In fact, next year, hopefully.
Hopefully next year.
Yeah, because I've been working hard on something next year, Anta. So
yeah.
Anyway, and hopefully it'll pull off for you as well. But we can't say until it's confirmed yet. So
exactly, yeah. But I mean, that'd be nice. It's always nice. It's nice to just work with fellow musicians, or anyway, isn't it? But it's when you know somebody, it just makes that a little bit easier. So I always remember when we went that first time that we met. I'm going to tell everyone a little secret.
Go on. Oh no, don't. I don't know what it is.
So when we went through border control in Brussels, I might have even been German on the way back because we sort of went into Belgium. I went into Belgium and then we drove into the Czech Republic, did we? And then it was something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah.
And on the passport control, there's this guy, and he's sat there and it's just like, Vic, doesn't he look like Lionel Richie? And I went, yeah, he looks well. She comes up to the pass, she waves the pass and she goes, hello, is it me you're looking for? And we were and everybody was absolutely howling laughing. And even the ladies in the next booths were laughing. So they must have had it before. They must have been told it, but it was just so funny that you just like singing to him. I'm like, oh no. Jay's like, dang it, he's going to get me through.
I'm trying to think who she's talking about, but you're actually talking about me. Yeah. I did that. I'm so funny. I am funny. But then you're funny, but there was a moment where that guy did look like Lionel Richie and I sang to him. So anyway.
Oh, thank you, Phil.
Oh, never heard of Cappella till Vikki came along. Now jigging along with the rest of him. Not lovely. Oh, thank you, Phil. Thanks to everyone, every single one who turned up today. That is so nice. People are still joining. I'm still waving at everyone, but
I'm still waving at everyone.
So yeah, there will be a replay. It records it. So yeah, if you ever want to do one of these your end, I'll join you, whatever. And they're good fun, aren't they? They're just good to meet with everyone. So I haven't ventured over TikTok very much. I don't we haven't got Maxx set up on TikTok. I need to sort that out actually. Is
Yeah, I
it
need to
easy
change
to use it?
See, I have a fairly big following on TikTok-ish. But I started TikTok when I was sat bored doing nothing in the lockdowns, like a lot of people my age.
Yeah.
It's like granny TikTok.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have a lot of fun with it. There's nothing else to do nowadays. I just post cappella things on there. I don't really have the time to be inventing videos and doing all that jazz. I was going to set up like a new one for just for cappella stuff, but I've got like 10,000 followers on mine, so I didn't want to. It's just
Yeah.
easy just to run it off mine. So I'm just gonna ignore that one and just carry on with the one that I've got. I used to do a lot of lives. I was on there like all the time, and I was like most nights of a Friday night, and I'd bang the tunes on and do a live. I just don't really do it that much anymore.
Yeah.
But I need to do one on Facebook for the cappella and Instagram really. But I don't just want to sit and do it by myself. Jay hates social media. He doesn't like it at all,
Okay.
which is fine.
Okay.
He does what he has to do. And I'm like, are you coming on the live, Jay? He's like, no. he won't come on. But I just thought, like, I think if you're going to do a live for cappella or a live on Instagram or Facebook, kind of should have been the two of us.
Okay.
Is kind of how I feel.
Yeah.
Rather than just myself. It's different for this because we're just chatting and it's just candid chat. But to go on my account live, I think that it'd be a bit strange without Jay. I think it'd feel a bit odd. Oh, my bestie. Riri.
Oh, hi Riri.
I've got my bestie in the house.
Oh, that's so nice. Hi Riri. Tell us about the Merc, Capella Merc, the hoodies, and they look really good. The t-shirts.
Yeah,
got hoodies.
we've got loads of news. Yeah, the hoodies and t-shirts. So we've got white on white in the glow range, and black with the glow range, and they look amazing in the glow. We've got the hats, hoodies and t-shirts. We've got
so Vikki, in the glow means the glow in the dark. Is that what it's called, in the glow?
Yeah, the glow in the dark.
Does the logo glow? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's the logo that glows.
Nice.
I did a video on. I posted it to Instagram and Facebook. I think I did. So again, you can find the merchandise on the capellaofficial.com. Yeah, there's so many. We're just adding new things all the time. It just takes time. So obviously got to go down and designing things, and the mugs are on there because a few people have asked for the mugs, so we've put a few mugs on.
Lovely.
I mean, anything, if they send an email, anything can be changed if they wanted different writing on there or a different, like you got to know on the t-shirt, so the one with the lips, the mouth on it says you got to know, and then on the back it says how you make me feel.
Wow, love that one.
That's a nice one for the ladies.
That's great.
So that's on there. But yeah, they're just adding things all the time, so hopefully that'll kick off and more people buy. Obviously people have been doing, but more people buy. It's really difficult because obviously with the EU situation, it's postage to other countries.
Yeah.
So we'll just maybe have to try and figure out the logistics of getting things out, taking things and selling at festivals and things like that, which is quite difficult really. So I'm going to leave that up to Lynn.
You'd have to carry extra stock, and then the likelihood, unless you buy it before you go somewhere, I don't know, but yeah, it's great.
I honestly don't know. I mean, I don't even know if it'd be a case of if people ordered it knowing that we were going to a show and I'd take it out and we'd have to take that. I don't know how it would work really, but for now it's just they can go on there and they can buy it. Obviously, if it's in the UK, it's easier, but Ultrabeat is in the house.
Yes, Ultrabeat music. I wave back at them. Wow.
Elyse is just like loving it, giving everyone a wave. Hi.
Yeah, hi. Hello, everyone in
like
chat.
a child at Christmas with a new toy.
I am. I couldn't even request to join you before. I was like, where do I go? It just looks so different from when I did it with Twitch a few weeks ago. And that was good because how I started this, Vikki, was really just to introduce Twitch and myself because I've had a name change.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Like, what the hell, who is she? Do you know what I mean? So it was really for that and just to get myself, I was feeling brave. And the more that I do these things, the more braver that I feel. And the more confidence I get from doing it, and plus, I get to speak to you as well, which I've not seen you for ages, and it's always good to hear like your side of the thing as well, of what's going on for you. And it's the fans as well, really. We're getting loads of love arts now. It's for the fans really as well, because I just think time's gone on. It's been 30 years from the 90s. It's a long time, and they take their energy and their time and their support to keep following us and sending us love arts and that. And so it was a personal thing, really. But thanks so much for joining me. It's been amazing, really nice.
No, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome, and that's it, isn't it? It's for the people that follow and
Yeah,
love the music, and it's all about the music at the end of the day. No matter who's bringing it to you, it's for the love of the music.
yeah,
But yeah, I enjoy speaking to people. Like I say, that for me is one of the most important things, and I've got time for everybody, and I try my best to I like got a lot of inboxes, you know, because on my Vikki Waters public page on Facebook, so if you friend people, which I have just been friending pretty much everybody, and then they can inbox you as well. So most people you do get a few that's constant,
yeah,
but for the most part, you get a nice sort of messages. I get a lot from Peru actually.
yeah,
The Peruvian fans they've been amazing. Honestly, they're really welcoming,
yeah.
and yeah, that has been quite nice. I've made a few little Peruvian friends, and they don't speak any English, and I don't speak any Spanish. And in fact, when we was in Peru, we was outside on the went out of the hotel with one of the fans, and we did a little bit. He showed me a little dance. Now I am not a dancer. I don't pretend to be a dancer. I can wiggle. I can have a little move. I'll have a little go at it. But I'm a singer first. We did all right last night. We went out, dragged me out last night. My back was killing me when I got back.
Oh,
But yeah, so he was trying to teach me little dance routines and things like that. So spent some time with him. That was really nice. So Andy's called, yeah.
yeah,
But they appreciate it, don't they?
yeah, they're called Techno Peru. There's a few
Yeah,
crews
that's
in
it. Yeah.
there.
So I've got my
I love
Techno Crew hat and I've got a
it.
Techno Crew t-shirt that I wear in the gym sometimes.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Do you think you'll go back to Peru?
I hope so.
Yeah,
I
it's
hope
great.
so. I'd love to do it. I mean, I didn't even realise how big Capella were in South America. In South America, Capella are huge, and they'd never actually been to Peru before with Capella, so it was quite an honour to take Capella for the very first time over to Peru. I mean, I'd love to do a South American tour. That'd be amazing if you could do while you're over there, do
So
a few things.
that would be Chile to Peru, Chile, South
Yeah,
America,
Brazil.
Brazil.
Yeah.
I think that's it, isn't it? There's only those
No,
three, really.
no.
Oh,
Oh, there's so many.
is there? That would be awesome if Cappella and Maxx could do that, though, wouldn't it? Like
Yeah,
a
it'd be great.
10-day tour, like say 2 days in Peru, then travel in, and
Mm.
then that would be awesome. That
Yeah, because
we
you've been
should
to
all,
Peru, haven't you? You've been to
yeah.
Peru, haven't you? So that,
Well, this is how I know a bit about it because we went late, so the end of 2017 when Maxx first started. I managed to get Maxx out in 2017. After all those years, it took me some time because I had to make sure that I could secure the name, use the name Maxx and the backing of tracks as well from the original producer in Berlin. And there was a lot of back and forth negotiations, or just chats, sorry. So yeah, that's kind of how it was. But we were asked to go back last year.
right? Okay.
I was like just pushing it a bit further really. They were negotiating with a booking agent, but it just felt a bit soon for such a long flight personally for me. It was just
Yeah.
such a long way and I was a bit nervous about flying. So since 2020 I hadn't had many gigs. That was my personal opinion, and kind of that was last year. But when you went January this year, it was kind of more opened up, wasn't it, for flying? Do you know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
such a long way to go. Was it like a 12-hour or 8-hour? No,
13 hours.
It's a long way
It
to
was a
go.
long way, and it was a long weekend, and I think I had 5 hours sleep the entire weekend, and we flew out on the Friday, had the show on the Saturday, and then we flew home on the Sunday.
What?
And we got there so bearing in mind Peru's 5 hours behind the UK. We arrived at 7:15 in the evening Peruvian time, which is late anyway, but it was 10 o'clock before we got to the hotel, because there was issues. Well, getting through security was a nightmare. There was so many people, baggage and things. And then there was just so many people. The volume of people was just huge, and there was so many luggage to bring off, and we was waiting for somebody that really couldn't find the luggage. Anyway, we got that sorted, so we got to the hotel at 10. Loads of people stood at the hotel waiting. It was absolutely awesome, but we were straight into press conference. So we went straight to press conference till 11, and they're like, "Do you want to go out?" I'm like, "Absolutely, I want to go out." these people have been waiting there since 6 o'clock in the evening. It's now 11 o'clock.
Wow.
I'm going out. I'm absolutely exhausted. I feel like I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
But I'm going out. So we're out there for till about 12. And then we had something to eat. So by this point, I might as well not even gone to bed.
Yeah.
So I think I had like 2.5 hours sleep, and then we was up for the sound check for 11.
Wow. Full on.
So a breakfast, sound check, then show in the evening. I think we was on stage about 8 o'clock in the evening. Again, another late night because we stayed right till the death. And then we was up. I had another couple of hours sleep because you're buzzing. I usually sleep okay after shows, but I just could not sleep, and because of the time difference. Yeah. But it kind of worked out really well because we got on the flight home at 9:15 in the evening. So at this point, we're still on really early hours of the morning UK time, so I was absolutely exhausted. And myself and Jay was asleep before we even took off, and I slept 8 hours. And I never sleep like that on a plane, 8 hours straight. And the air hostess came over, and she's like, they've given out the meal and we've missed it. It was out for the count. And she came in for the second meal. She said, I'm just going to give you this first because you two must be absolutely starving. You was both out before we even took off. I'm like, oh, thank you. I was starving as well. Yeah. But yeah, it was an amazing weekend. I'll never forget that. I've always wanted to go to South America, and it really was amazing. And it kind of worked out well, even though I was exhausted, but with the time, it meant I could sleep on the plane. And by the time I got home, it was the evening, and I just went to bed. So it was absolutely fine.
Phil's asked, what's the difference between Cappella and Maxx? What would you say? I've got an idea on that, but what would you say?
You tell me yours. Well, hi, ciao.
For me, for what I know, and you know, the group that I'm in, the 90s group that I'm in, Maxx, is the concept of Maxx is a white rapper with a ragamuffin style rap. It's like Jamaican rap, which is really unusual, I suppose, for a white guy to have. Yeah. And then a white girl with a bit of soul in her voice. Yeah. Which is similar to Cappella. But that's the concept of Maxx. I'm just saying the concept of Maxx. That's how it kind of, you know, whenever I was looking for a rapper in the past to join me, it was quite different. It was quite a challenge, let's say, because it had to be specifically that sound, so it would match Boris, the original rapper, or Gary B. And so Maxx comes from the background of Maxx is more style of music's different, really. The instruments that I played, I think, to say. Yeah. So yeah,
it's probably more. I think that Cappella's more of a harder style, isn't it, than Maxx with the music. It's a little bit harder with the music.
Do you think Maxx is than Cappella?
No, I'd say Cappella. Cappella is more harder than Maxx.
Right.
Maxx has obviously more melodical with the tune. They've got more lyrics in there and things like that.
More vocals.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is something I'd like to bring in a bit more to Cappella. Dance music in general is repetitive anyway. It's about the music. I'm an absolute sucker for a really good beat and a big drop. You know, I like melodical trance music, and a good bomb, nice beat in there, right? The build up and a big drop, and it's like I'm like, I'm there.
Yeah. Well, in fact, your intro's like that, because when we did it the last show with you, it was in the Netherlands when we went to, because we crossed the border. Remember, it was easy to go to Germany, but then we couldn't get. We ended up, the flight was delayed, so we went to Brussels, I think, and then we hopped over to the Netherlands. And your intro was amazing. I was like mesmerised. It was just such a great feeling. And then you just kicked to the songs. It was brilliant. Your set's absolutely brilliant. Frederick's asking, Elyse, are you always in touch with the rapper of Maxx? Yes, I am. We WhatsApp now and again, and we just say hi. Yep, I am. Any more questions? What time are we on? You're on holiday, so we've gone over. Everyone's trying to keep us here. You can see everyone.
It doesn't matter to me. I'm not going anywhere tonight.
Are you not going out?
I'm just trying to get me out clubbing, but my back's killing me. That's because it's 8:10 here at night.
Okay.
Oh, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not going.
You're
not doing anything.
2 hours ahead then. Oh, I thought you were an hour ahead.
No, 2 hours ahead. They got Argentina. There's another South American. Argentina. What else? South American. Sorry? South American countries.
Venezuela.
Venezuela,
that'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
Puerto Rico, so many South American countries, and a lot. I know they do a lot of these shows. Like I know, like 24/7 do a lot of these shows. ICMC does a lot of these shows. They're over there quite a bit, from what I gather. So that'd be great. See if you could,
get us both on
secure
there.
a South American tour and so on.
Leave it with me. No, I'm kidding. No, I'll do
In
my
Canada,
best.
definitely. So Canada again, Capella's quite big in Canada, and I'll go anywhere. I would. It doesn't matter to me. I will go anywhere.
Canada's great.
And I mean, it's difficult with Canada and America with the visas and things like that. It's a little bit more difficult. So you wouldn't just go over there for one show. You'd have to be doing several shows through the year to make it worth the while.
Oh, is that what they've said? Right, you can't just go really for Canada for one show. Aren't they opening it up though? The borders, like America's, like it's getting a lot more, relaxed. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, you can. It's not. I don't think the travel's not the problem. It's working in some of these countries isn't always easy. So.
Oh right, okay. Yeah, it's a long way to go as well. It's an 8-hour flight, isn't it? So we're getting a few questions here.
Frederick says, "Who are your besties in the business?"
Oh.
Who are your besties in the business?
Oh God. Oh God, that's such a question. You put me on the spot now. Yeah, of course. There she is. Of course, that's why I asked you first. Yeah.
No, there's so many because everyone is so nice. I mean, you always, there's lots of people that you see all the time, all regularly. So for me, like Rosala, Danielle from Urban Cookie, I love those two ladies to bits. Honestly, they really have been really supportive and really welcoming. So for me, like those two people, for sure, and I see them the most as well. Everybody is really nice. I see Paul from WOG quite a lot as well. And trans, but yeah, it's Sonique I've seen quite a few times now. But yeah, you always have those little people who just will go out for lunch and things like that, for dinners, and we've been out for lunch, haven't we, during the day, and we went shopping, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
I've got my dress. I actually brought my dress with me that I bought on that shopping trip.
Lovely, really, really nice. Any more questions? Frederick's, he's been really asking loads. Thanks, Frederick, you've been awesome. I met Rosella, she's fantastic and so kind. Isn't that lovely? Lovely. DJ Via Ota, the public of Latin America, more from the south, is very 80s, 90s. So basically,
they love it. Honestly, down there in Peru and those South, they absolutely love it in the 80s and that. And then they're still, for me, we went out to watch because they had all the little dance crews. So the Techno Peru was one of them, and they was out every night on this massive strip of thing, and they were just all dancing, and it was amazing. I love watching things like that. I just could have sat there all night and watched everybody. I really could. But they're so into it. They're really, really supportive as well. So yeah, we like it in Peru and those sort of places.
Are you? I've got a question that's just popped up. Are you looking forward to meeting any particular artists, 90s artists on the road this year? Is anyone in particular you'd like to meet and get a photo with or have a chat with?
All of the above. I mean, I've met so many already. There's so many that every time I meet somebody, regardless who it is. I mean, I've met Ultrabeat. I've loved Ultrabeat. I've met Ian. I've not met the other. Is it Chris? Chris? I'm not sure. Sorry, I don't think I'm getting him because I've not met him yet.
Okay.
But things like that. Every time I meet these people, I just think like Baby D and Rosala and Danielle and yourself.
Sorry,
all people.
Who did you say? What did you say? Who was you thinking then? Chris? Did you say someone? Chris?
I'm not sure if it's called Chris from the other guy from Ultrabeat. I've met Ian.
Oh right.
And DJ and MC Corver, but I'm not sure. I can't say sorry. Because I've not actually met, so the name just like I'm trying to remember everyone's name. But yeah, so every time I meet, that's why we stay back at shows, because we want to see everybody. Because I was a teenager in the 90s. I was clubbing in the 90s. All these people are like the soundtrack to my teenage years.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, because I don't really get, I'm not someone who gets starstruck. It doesn't matter who
Yeah.
or me. I'm not, because obviously I've been around those sort of people all my life with my dad. But it's just enjoyable because I get to see all these people, and I'm like, oh my God, I used to go dancing to this, and I love this song, and I love that song, and yeah, so it's all exciting, and I enjoy it. So there's no one particular person that I'm like desperate to meet, you know.
Yeah.
I say that as far as the music goes, I'll say the Think About the Way from Ice MC was definitely like, it just honestly, I was like goosebumps when I was listening to it. Like, oh, and I bang it up in the car, and it just takes me back to being in Peru to perform. It is so good.
Beautiful. Hector is asking regarding Kelly O will be touring with 24/7. How will it be to meet her as Cappella as the actual member? So I think I've said that right, but yeah, basically, what you're going to do, Vic, when you do bump, if you do bump into Kelly, what would that be like? For what you're going to be like? What you're going to say, or just say hello?
Yeah, do you know what? I'd love to meet Kelly. Of course I would. I mean, it'd be a great like selfie opportunity. You know, I think the fans would absolutely love it. You know, I mean, like I said earlier on in the live that Kelly's a massive part of Cappella. She's always going to be just like all the other people that were before and after, and the singers and the track, everything. It is part of a brand. So she's always going to be a big, major part of that. People think of Kelly as the first. The original vocalist or Cappella, and that's fine. But I would love to meet Kelly. Yeah, absolutely. I don't think we're going to meet cross paths this year. She's doing 24/7 this year because Leanne's pregnant, isn't she? So she's covering for Leanne. As far as I'm aware, we're not on any shows that 24/7 are on this year. Probably for a reason being that if Kelly's there, I would have thought she's going to be doing something.
Cappella. She's
dancing. I don't know. I mean, I'm not even respectful because we don't know. But yeah, I'd love to meet Kelly and get a good selfie opportunity. Always enjoy a selfie opportunity, of course.
Yeah. Because obviously you've never met before, and it's she was part of Cappella at the beginning or whatever, and you're now. So there's nothing there. It's just hello, isn't it? It's a nice hello, how you doing, and a nice photo opportunity. That's so cool.
Exactly. I mean, there's no reason for it to be awkward. I mean, we've never met, we don't know each other. There's no like malice or bad blood. There's nothing, you know, as far as I'm concerned anyway. We don't know each other, so it's just like meeting anybody else on the circuit. You know, hi and bit of a hug. I'm a hugger, and a self opportunity. You know, I mean. No different to me.
Beautiful. Should we take one last question? Because the kids are here all day. Why MC Breeze left Cappella? Would you know that? Who's MC Breeze?
So MC Breeze is he replaced Marcus initially. So
right, okay. Right. So
it's a tricky one, really. I mean, they say sometimes things work out for the best, and sometimes they don't, and that's it, really.
Yeah.
Just wish Steve all the best, you know, whatever he's doing. But
I remember now. This goes back to what I was saying before, Vikki, about how you know, it's so important, isn't it? It's got to work, hasn't it, for both people? You know, and I know that I've had. You know, I could go into stories about what I've experienced with rappers and with work colleagues, and sometimes it just doesn't fit. And you know, when you wish them all the best, and that's it, really, and not meant to be. So, you know, we've got to try it out, really. So that's it.
That's it.
Move on, don't you?
We met Jay on a show where it was down in Brighton, I think, and singing and rapping, and he just had the right flow and the right fit, and you know, and it just fits really well, and we're happy the way we are, so we're moving forward.
Exactly.
Not looking back, you know, and look forward to what the things that we've got to come now. You know, it is what it is, and things happen for a reason. And
absolutely. Mark Anderson's saying he'd like to meet you. And
I know you love Mark.
And Frederick's saying thank you for answering that one, Vikki. So
well,
just Yeah, it's like people, like you said before, like people, not that they like to live in the past, but they like to know what's going on. That's it. And this is what these lives, these things do, because fans haven't got a clue, because it's not like we type it out. We can't kind of write it out in content. It's kind of like putting you on the spot, really, isn't it? So
Hi,
Gloria is
Vikki.
here.
Hi.
Hi, Gloria. We were just talking about Lima, Peru, and Gloria's turned up. Hi, lovely. It's
Said
been
how
a long
wonderful you
time.
are.
Yes, she's so lovely. Isn't she lovely? She's so supportive.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
So
glad.
yeah, we just got to, I say, just move on with things, and just keep looking to the future, and hopefully the future is bright.
Yeah, Frederick says we love dreaming of the past, but watching for the future. So yeah, a lot
Yeah,
of
exactly.
yeah,
And it's just that, like I said, in lives, it just gives people an insight into the real person, you know. As I'm an open book, people ask me things, I will answer the best I can.
yeah,
Sometimes it's not always easy, you know, but it is what it is. But it just, people just get the chance to see the real you, and I say, ask these questions that they wouldn't get to ask if you're
that's
not, like, on stage or,
yeah.
yeah, I do enjoy speaking to people.
I,
Hola.
I think you're amazing, Vicky. You're waving the flag for Capella so well,
Thank
and
you.
you're a credit to to the brand. So
Thank you.
yeah, they're
Appreciate
very
that.
no, you're very welcome. So we
Hola,
better
my hermosa Gloria.
amazing, amazing, amazing. Right then, so I'm going to leave you on your beautiful holiday and enjoy. And thanks to your lovely, beautiful husband for giving us this time for the
Sitting
family.
quiet.
Yeah.
Get on with
All right then. Enjoy the rest of your holiday, and I'll see you soon. Hopefully, I'll speak to you
yeah,
soon.
thanks for having me.
All right. Bye, everyone. Bye,
Thanks
Vicky.
everyone for joining.
Take
Bye.
care, lovely. Night. Bye. Bye bye.
Bye.